Aljo. Come on, Aljo.
We need to get Bryan Callen on.
Yeah. There's some energy there that wasn't dealt with.
I can't believe it's like, I'm going to be a dad.
He's right here. He needs to cross that threshold.
He needs to do something cool. Welcome to Nickals and Dimes. I'm Bo Nickel. He's the dime. Let's get it.
Don't forget to leave a 5-star review. If you have questions, comments, leave them and we'll bring them to the show.
What's up, guys? We did film an episode yesterday with Johnny Drinks, our first guest on the show. It was super awesome, super exciting. First topic was breaking down the Bryan Callen situation. And so that's all going to air in September. But to keep y'all updated, we're going to clip it in.
I'm doing great. And I want to say one thing before we get started here.
Let's go.
And you told me I'm allowed to curse. So I just want to open up with saying Bryan Callen is a fucking moron.
What an idiot.
What an
I'm so glad you brought this up.
Oh, so I actually...
What a good start.
I had to do some research. The biggest a chimpanzee can get is like 4'11", 150. Now, the argument to be made to say that Bo can't take it one-on-one, I think that's still a flawed argument. These two... Does he know the size of both of you? It's an insane
He has no idea.
statement. He has no idea.
So here's the thing. This is what we're going to do. Bryan Callen issued a challenge. Boom! I'm going to have good footwork, good base, step back, straight to, right down the pipe, right at either his jaw or his throat.
Arm drag, take his back.
Boom.
He's dead.
I challenge him. Bryan, come to State College, Pennsylvania. We'll give you a big room. We'll give you a 40 by 40 room. Mm-hmm. Try to survive against both of us for longer than 10 seconds.
Bo, you just deflected. You didn't address the chimp. And you turn your sights on a 56-year-old man? Now, granted, I'm not just a regular 56-year-old man. High school wrestler, black belt, taekwondo. I understand boxing. I got a trick knee. And I get cold easily. But either way, I accept your challenge, bro. I accept your challenge, okay? You and your buddy. Handsome kid, by the way. Handsome kid. I say that as a straight man. Semi-straight man. Here's the thing. I'll meet you on your mats, bro. But here's my stipulations. I come to you, fine. But I'm naked. I'm shaved down, I'm clean, and I'm wearing my favorite cologne. Enjoy crab riding that, boys. Good luck. Good luck.
He wants to come and, fight us or whatever.
No, he didn't.
No. All right. He said he wants to come. He wants us to try to attack him, but he's going to be naked, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, let's start from the beginning and then we'll respond to the final
Okay,
call.
go ahead. Start from the beginning.
So
my point was the call out was to give him a kind of fundamental understanding of what
it was a comparison, but when it was stitched, it was confusing.
So this is why it was confusing, is because everybody assumed that I was saying, oh, I can beat a chimp up. Now the equivalent is beating Bryan Callen up.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I want Bryan Callen to have an understanding of what we can do to him, just so he understands, all right, this is what a chimp is going to be facing. Now he has a kind of understanding of what we're about. And now he can make a better decision and not be a complete idiot.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And like a chimp doesn't know. Listen, it's an animal.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't train to fight.
Train?
What is he going to do when you put him in a
train.
guillotine?
They don't deadlift.
Exactly, bro.
He may bite your hand off.
He's going to bite me, yeah.
But there's two of you. There's four hands.
Dude, and if a chimp runs right at me, I'm step back, straight left, right down the pipe. It's going to be like, yo, I've never been hit with anything like that.
Guess who's on his back?
The chimp. And he has no clue which is.
We're going to stomp his face.
Yeah, that's a tough.
All right, now let's talk about his challenge, because this is great.
What was the challenge?
So the challenge was, we can clip it in. Basically, he said he wants us to come. He'll fly up to State College. He wants us to come at him, but he's going to be naked.
Stop.
Yes. And what else was it?
He's going to be wearing his favorite cologne.
He's wearing his favorite cologne.
And clean shaven.
Clean shaven.
And basically, my response to that is he just outlined what my ancestors have done for thousands of years.
Yeah. So this is my answer. This is my response to Bryan. I accept all of your terms,
right? And
I add one. I want you lathered up, full body, head to toe in baby oil.
Yeah. Super slippery.
Lather yourself up, bud, because I want to have a little bit of a challenge. When I grab you, I want you to be able to maybe have a chance to slip out of that.
But I'm sorry, how is that even a comparable challenge? I don't even understand that.
It's not the chimp and Bryan are not comparison. What I want is for Bryan to understand what we can do.
Yeah,
I want him to understand what it's like to be grabbed up by us, so he can realize that if I were a chimp, okay, you know, just a fundamental understanding of like what we're bringing to the table.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel so safe in this room. Like, I honestly think if you were to name like how many guys can these two take on, like a regular, we're taking average dudes at the bar.
Infinite.
How do you think we got to chimps?
Is that how you started? I didn't even hear. Is that how you guys started? So I'm saying I'm gonna give a number, maybe a little bit crazy. I'm gonna say 10 dudes.
Easily. I have no doubt in my mind if 10 average non-trained guys ran up on us, that I don't think they would last more than 60 seconds.
Here's the thing: you're not getting all 10. You're getting the first 2, and
They're gone.
The 8 are gone.
I think if we had a legitimate scenario where 10 dudes rolled up on us at one time, they're untrained, right? If we're talking like trained guys, MMA fighters, okay, that's different. 10 untrained average human beings, I think they're all going to end up in the hospital. And if they can't run away, if they decide we're fighting, we're going all out on
like
this,
in a cage,
they're all going to the hospital, 100%.
You have this planned out.
I just feel like one dude would I would be cracking a dude, and one dude would like hit me in the back of the head, and I would just be like,
you woke up the beast.
yeah, I'd be like,
did you just hit me?
Did you just hit me? Is your hand made of straw?
Like an untrained punch, you may not even be fazed by that.
Yeah, is your hand is that the hand of an 8-year-old girl?
Right, and now he's intimidated because you didn't even get phased. But yeah, that's a tough look for these 10 average humans.
Yeah, that's
I like those odds.
Yeah, me too.
For sure. I take us minus 600.
All right, I'm in. I'll put some money down.
Let's go. Hey, buddy.
Hey, bud.
Missed you.
I kind of miss having that little Jersey guy next to us.
I knew you loved him.
He was great.
He was great. He's the best.
Just forget how much I love Jersey people, man.
Yeah, dude, he's 1 in a million, though. How many people are there in New Jersey?
There's not a million people in New Jersey.
There are a million. There have to be a million. What's the population in New Jersey?
500,000.
No way, bro. That's the population of Wyoming. It's the least
9.2 million.
Yeah, exactly. So he was 1 in a million because there are about 9 people that I know from New Jersey that I actually like. There are 7 of them are your family.
I don't know geography well. I can't believe there's 9 million people in New Jersey.
Tony's like, well, I mean, I know 80% of New Jersey, so and 60% of my family.
The reason why that annoys me is how do I not have 9.2 million followers?
That's a great question. You should have the entire state.
Yeah.
Because you put the entire state on your back. You're pretty much the only thing good that's come out of Jersey. Johnny Drink's still in Jersey.
I would agree with that.
You've come out of it.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. What else has been good that's come out of that state? Nothing. No, I'm kidding. New Jersey's actually cool. It's cool if you get in the right setting.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to him more about it, but we got into too much of his story and drinking, which is fine. But I wanted to hear his roots and what he loves so much about Jersey, because I know what I love about it, but I wanted to hear his perspective.
Interesting. Well, what were you thinking? It was interesting to have a guest on the pod.
I liked it.
I thought it was cool.
I think we have a good dynamic with a guest.
Definitely.
Because we kind of pull them into our chemistry, and then they feel safe and they can elaborate, and then we can hop in with our stuff. So I feel like it was a good mix. We should do more of them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's get another guest on.
Because the guest we have currently doesn't talk much, and
which is good.
But like at some point we want some give and take, and you know. But yeah, Johnny Drink's the man.
Johnny Drink's the man.
And who do you think our next guest is going to be?
Trump.
That is quite the
in
jump.
Here. You imagine if I brought John
20 Secret Service squeezed in here.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be huge.
All right. I don't know. Who do you think? Who would you want to have on? Who are some guests you want on the pod? I haven't even thought about this.
Me neither.
Let's think about it.
David Goggins.
Dude, that'd be sick.
That'd be a good one.
Goggins.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Who else?
Chris,
dude, he'd be a great guest.
Yeah.
He'd be such a good guest.
Yeah.
That would be our best episode.
Coach Cal.
Just
Cal. All of our start off with our coaches and mentors, and
Coach Kale would be fun.
Yeah, have them share like 5% with the viewers.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, they just get a little taste of it.
Yeah.
Taste of why we are the way we are.
Yeah.
Why are you the way that you are?
Yeah, those would be
That'd
awesome.
Be fun. Maybe I don't know. I don't really know too many other people.
Why don't you guys comment below?
Yeah, comment below. Let us know who you want us to bring on the show.
And we'll do it.
If we like it.
Yeah.
If not.
If we don't like them, we'll still do it and we'll just berate them the whole time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That would be.
You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like Bryan Callen.
Oh, we need to get Bryan Callen on.
Yeah. I think it would be good to invite him out here.
He would back down. immediately. I think in
You're
our
like, guys.
I think that he would get out here and he would immediately retract most of his opinions.
Yeah.
He would try to find a way to justify it, but he would retract it.
Well, that's the thing. You weren't deflecting the question or situation. You just were asking him to gain a little knowledge
Yes.
on the situation, and you do that by feeling us.
Right. I want to give him a foundation of understanding of what we can do.
Because he knows a lot about chimps.
Yeah, he knows
Because you
a lot
can
about
read a
chimps.
lot about chimps, but
Yeah,
you
there's
can't.
a lot of information about chimps out there. There's not that much information about
No,
us.
so just come feel it firsthand.
feel it, and then now you realize, okay, man, I would actually take back what I said.
Yeah.
I think that both of you guys have a lot of discipline. So how does one stay disciplined through adversity?
That's a great question.
Love that question.
And I can sum it up with 2 words. Grow up. Grow up. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't like the idea of making excuses of, oh, I'm not going to be disciplined because of this or that. Or I don't like having to justify making your decisions and make it okay in your head.
Mm-hmm.
To me, if I'm going to decide to do something, I'm just going to own it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I'll take today for an example. We were at Sowers, and, you know, could I got an omelet with 6 eggs? Yeah, I could have. But what did I get?
Grilled to you.
A grilled tortilla.
It looked amazing.
A Chipotle chicken bacon ranch grilled tortilla. It was fire. Does it have a tortilla on it? Yeah. Do I know that that's going to screw up my 1-to-1 carb to protein ratio today? Yeah. I know this. I'm not going to make an excuse to justify this decision of, oh, but it's okay because I just did it. And I know it's not ideal. But guess what, man? When I'm being disciplined and making the decision to follow a structure and order, I'm just going to do it. So that's kind of my opinion on it.
Interesting.
I don't like justifying or making excuses why you go against it. If you're going to go against it, just own it. And then if you're not, just own it the same.
Okay. So you're coming at it from just being straight up about knowing when you're disciplined and when you're not.
So I feel like when people, my main point is that when somebody starts making an excuse as to why they broke whatever, habit, discipline they had. For example, food is very easy, right? Because people want to keep a strict diet and then they don't. But they say, oh, but this or that, oh, but this or that. Just own it.
Mm-hmm.
Just freaking own it. And if you're going to do that, do that. And if you're not, then don't. But don't make excuses for why you couldn't do something.
Okay. I got you. Yeah, I would say, discipline through adversity is what gives discipline the most meaning.
Discipline through adversity is almost what word am I thinking of?
I know.
It's a double.
Yeah.
It's like a double negative.
Yeah,
almost.
it's like discipline is regardless
It's
of...
redundant.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm thinking of. It's
Yeah,
redundant.
because, a lot of people can be disciplined when things are going good.
Right.
Is that even discipline? To a certain extent. But
I guess.
when things are going bad, can you keep that consistency and stick to that, which is when it really feels like discipline.
Yeah.
And then that carries you through to the good times when you can continue to commit to it during those. So I think, it's an interesting question because discipline should be uninvolved with good or bad times. Discipline is committing to what you said you're going to do, even when you don't want to do it.
For sure.
And that involves when you feel like it or when you don't. So
Definitely.
and I think that's what's helped us a lot is if we commit to something, whether it's in a period of time, whether it's through fight camp or whether it's across the board. Like yesterday, we were talking about like not drinking caffeine, alcohol, things like that.
Yep.
Across the board, that's something that we're disciplined with. Other things like you want to enjoy a grilled tortilla because you're out of camp, you have a fight coming up. You're choosing to be a little less disciplined because you're owning that and you're making a conscious choice.
And I think to me, it's a conscious choice. It's not binging and it's not like just falling into temptation of doing it. It's not like I went there full on knowing I was going to get a guilty. It wasn't like I got there and I was like, shit, I'm just going to get, I broke.
It's different.
It's like, I'm going to make a conscious effort to. And then when I decide to get on my shit, I'm going to get on it and I'm not going to really be distracted.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, in my mind, it all comes back to a choice. And for me, the discipline aspect of it is very important, and training, a certain way, living a certain way, everything, eat, sleep, train, all of it together a certain way, which is what I feel is best for me to be able to compete at the highest level. But I'm never going to, in my mind, I've never gone into competition, for sure haven't gone into a fight this last 2 years and felt like, man, did I do enough?
Yeah.
I'm just never going to doubt myself.
Yeah.
Even if, let's say there could have been something that I could maybe look back on. Like, I wouldn't think into my past and try to nitpick out something that I didn't do, or something that I did do that is negative. I just know everything I've done up to this point, that's what I got.
Yeah.
So,
and it helps that it's 99.9% positive. You did that. So
yeah,
it's like you're not going to think about those.
It's very intuitive for me.
Yeah.
It's not. It has nothing to do with other people. Has nothing to do with anything I see anybody else do. I think that discipline should be very personal, and I think that it's easy. I felt this way before when I see other people, how they train or how they do certain things, and I've been very judgmental towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Been like, yo, you don't do nothing. You don't work hard.
Mm-hmm.
You're not disciplined. You're always going out doing this or that. But I think the older I've gotten, I've really let go of that, and felt like discipline and these things. Yeah, there's always going to be right and wrong, and so there can be discipline, there can be undisciplined, but to me, being undisciplined is just going against your choice, letting a situation overcome you.
Yeah.
If you're just making a conscious effort and a conscious decision to do certain things, that's disciplined, even if it's the wrong thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like being undisciplined is when you basically you lose that presence, that consciousness, and you fall into a trap of going against what you actually want.
I got you.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, like on a grand scheme, there's a known way to be disciplined in a certain aspect, but it also comes down to a certain person's choice. Like,
for sure,
if they desire their life to be a certain way, like discipline for them is maybe going out once a week and having a couple of drinks. But if they stick to that, they're sticking to their discipline. Then that's different. But I think that's cool that you've grown into that, because yeah, we can't want anything for anyone else. And plus, we don't know where that's coming from. Maybe it's a lack of knowledge. Maybe it's a lack of desire for what they say they want, or that what you want. Or it's they're not on that path yet. They're at that point in their journey where they're not able to be that disciplined. So I think I've grown into that too, where just because I'm learning and putting myself under certain standards doesn't give me a right to push that on anyone else.
Absolutely. I think that for me, when I look back on it, a lot of it was projecting insecurities of myself onto other people, because I put so much of my identity and value in results that I felt like it was just a math equation. It was like, you do this, you get this result. You do this, you do that, you get this result. And I couldn't really put myself in another person's shoes and see that there's other people that just want different things. And now I feel like I've been able to realize that. And so when I see another person, it's a little easier for me to not like project myself onto them. And I think that really probably comes back to, like, I don't really feel like my identity is, rooted in winning and losing. And that was just, something that I had to overcome. And it's really allowed me to judge others less. I felt like if you choose if you were making a conscious choice to do something that is a negative in your career, that made you like worse. It made you like not a bad person, but it made you like worse of a person, because I felt that way about myself, because I felt like, oh, if I did certain things, like that's making me worse.
Yeah, which is a tough way to live.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's tough. It's very stressful.
Yeah.
But now I feel like, a lot of the reason that I've been able to compete well is because I don't feel that way.
Yeah. It's just like you said, a conscious or unconscious choice, but it doesn't reflect the human being you are. And I think also the other side, I think it's interesting to hear your perspective on maybe projecting, but I think the other side of it for you is you want the people around you to win as well. So you want the best for them, and maybe that can push your own standard onto them. So it's finding the balance. But I think it also comes from just wanting other people to win, and you know what it takes. And so sometimes that can come across in a way where people feel judged, or you feel like you're judging them. But I think there's two like causes there, if you would agree.
I absolutely agree. I think that for me, I'm a very team-oriented person, and the people that I'm around, that I'm close with, I want them all to be as successful as they possibly can. And yeah, I've had a lot of success, exactly, and I feel like I've been able to achieve it a certain way. So there was a lot of times where I felt like, why doesn't this person just do what I'm doing or do what we're doing? Why wouldn't everybody just do it exactly like we're doing?
Which is, I'm sure, how the coaches feel. And
yeah,
it's tough.
We have conversation with them about it, but I think that growing up and maturing is, one, just realizing that people have different priorities and that everybody's on their own path. And two, being willing to not be frustrated by somebody else. It's not personal. It has nothing to do personally with me or with you or with us. And to be able to like just let them go. You can't be flustered or waste energy on that, because everybody has to learn on their own pace. So, if you're able to accept that, even if you care about somebody and love somebody, maybe they're going to make a bad decision, and you can feel the same about them. Or even if they do something, you tell them to do something and they do something different or opposite, you can still feel the same. You kind of got to let people do that. I think, to a certain extent.
It's like an aspect of unconditional love. Like,
right,
regardless of how you choose to live, I'm still going to love you through it. I'm going to help you get the information if you seek it, but I'm not going to hold you like a parent and try to make sure that, if you don't do this, like, I'm going to feel a certain way towards you.
Yeah, definitely. I think as a parent, right, like, my wife's going to have a baby soon, and I think a lot about how I'm going to act towards my son, and because obviously I want him to do well. I want him to be happy. I want him to be successful. But I also feel like I just see so often that father-son relationship strained to where the dad puts so much expectation on the son for any different there are many different reasons why that would happen. But that expectation, I think, just puts a lot of strain on the relationship. I think it comes back to expectation, and it comes back to identity and how you feel about yourself, and again that projection onto that other person. But if you can let go of the expectation, allow people to travel their own path, to learn at their own pace, and realize things on their own, while providing guidance, support, love, and maybe a little bit of discipline or a little bit of structure when needed. That's, to me, like what I'm trying to figure out, because awesome. I don't really know what it is, but I feel like I kind of have the skeleton of it.
Yeah, I think that's a great basis. Expectations are what cause most of the stress in our lives, and it's going to be cool to see you progress as a father, and like each of these stages, getting married and having a kid, like they just bring out a full new evolved version of yourself if you approach it correctly, which I know you will. So it's going to be cool to see and hopefully experience.
How crazy is it that, I can't believe it's like, I'm going to be a dad.
Yeah.
It's so weird, right?
It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm obviously, that's like, as far as my day goes, probably my number one thought
Yeah.
throughout the day. It's the thing I'm thinking about most because I want to do a good job. But
Yeah.
it's so weird, man.
It's huge. It's like something that is so common. So it's kind of taken for granted until it's right in your face. Like even
Right.
seeing it from like my sisters and other people like that. Then you see the miracle happen. And you see like the pregnancy, the birth, and then the child like continue to grow up. And it's like, this is insane. Like we don't appreciate how much of a miracle is going on and how much how special it is. So
Yeah.
it's going to be even cooler to see firsthand.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so interesting to me because it brings so many emotions out of you that you have to deal with and maybe you've never felt before, you know, and I'm sure it'll be times 100 when my son's actually living on, well, he's alive right now, but he's actually like
Walking around.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to be times a million, but so many things pop in my head now about wanting my wife and him to be safe and healthy, and just honestly some like worries and fears about just like their safety and health that I've never really felt about another person. And I think that's natural as maybe as a dad, as a father, to feel that towards your wife and towards your children. But it's so strong in me, like the initial instinct to keep them safe and protected. But I think that's a good thing, you know, at the base and foundation, and it's a healthy thing, but also it's there for a reason.
Yeah, it's in your body.
But also, yeah, I feel like I have to, it's made me grow a lot closer with God and my faith, because there's a lot of circumstances where I have to let that go. Where, you know, my wife, a good example is like she was traveling back from your fiance's bachelorette party, and she's stuck in the airport. She had to stay overnight, all this stuff in Charlotte, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, what? Like freaking out. Like I'm like, my pregnant wife is in Charlotte around who knows who, having to get a hotel. Like it's just so, like panic almost. Yeah. And but circumstances like that have come up a few times, and so I really have to surrender control to God and know that like His will be done, and to me, and know that, yeah, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to keep them safe and protect them and healthy and have a good life. But you do have to surrender a lot of that control.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
Right.
Like their life's going to progress in a certain way, kind of regardless.
Yeah.
And you can do the best you can and trust God with the rest. So that's really cool.
It's cool and it's difficult.
Yeah.
Because when you're dealing with yourself, I put myself in interesting, dangerous situations, right? I fight people for a living. I'm hunting. I'm, you know, doing crazy stuff, jumping off something. Like I'm not afraid to really put myself out there in a situation that is perceived as dangerous or there is actual inherent risk. But I'd always feel basically in control.
Yeah.
Like I never feel like I go into a situation and I'm just can't do anything. I always for myself. But then there's situations like that with my wife where, you know, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And you kind of gotta, I think that's just helped me. It's helped me with my faith, honestly, because it always goes in this cycle of realizing what the situation is, thinking about possible negative outcomes, and then being panicked a little. But then I have to like go back to my faith, go back to like, God's got this, like He's control. He's going to take care of them. You know, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
And not even that I'm not worried. It's just that I trust Him
over
being worried.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's still worry, but I'm choosing trust over it. And then it's like, you know, a little relaxation after that, you know, try to at least. But it happens almost every day.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's only preparing you for having a child, which is going to be 10 times more.
I just feel like I'm going to get one of those baby Bjorns and just keep him. And that's where he's going to be for the first 12 years. He's just going to be right here and nothing bad's going to happen.
And then you're going to send Knuckle Champ's house for 2 years.
Oh, gosh. What are you gonna teach him, bro? As uncle?
I would teach him everything, bro. Everything
know you
we've
are.
learned together. Anything you forget to tell him, I'll be there. Like,
That's
hey.
why we're a good team.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, just remember.
Just remember. That's great. I'm gonna be like, hey, no girls, no nothing. You focus on football, learn your playbook, and that's that. And then we'll get a lift in. We'll eat our 6 eggs, and we're good. And then you're like, well, a little bit of
Like,
girls.
you need to find a wife at some point.
Yeah.
So the girls are okay.
You're like,
Forget about
listen,
the
bro.
creatine.
Listen, you just be like, your dad was so mean to every girl. You want to play the game a little bit. Teach him some game.
Yeah, he'll be a smooth person.
I'll let him rely. I'll let him go to you for that because I feel like I don't really want to teach my son that stuff, but he needs somebody to do it.
He needs how to know how to act like a gentleman.
I'll give him the example. Well, I'll give him the example of how to treat a wife and be nice and like be
cordial,
right? Like and like how I treat his mom, and then you can come in and just teach him how to be smooth.
Yeah, because he's got to get there.
gotta.
You always had a girlfriend, so you didn't need to really go out there
Exactly.
and search. But some of us, took till 27 to find that,
Which is so late. It's like you're might as well be 50. Oh man, it's like you're over the hill.
Yeah,
At 27. That's how it is around our squad.
yeah, for real. You guys all.
If you don't get married 25 or younger, it's like everybody's kind of looking at you like, what are you doing?
I know. It's like, guys,
Then there's me.
you still
You're
got time
21.
running. Yeah, you're
22. Gonna be
Closer to
23.
21 than you are to 25. You're closer to 18 than you are to 25. You're a
mind.
baby. You're closer to 12 than you are to 24. You're 12.
Big card this weekend, UFC 292.
Is there any disciplined guys on that card?
Dude, there is a guy that
Probably
has
not.
talked mad crap about you, Bo.
Me?
Mad crap.
Who?
Yeah. Andre Petrosky.
Oh, bro, that didn't talk crap about me. He loves me.
That's not what, dude, on Ariel today, he was like talking some crap about
He was
you.
talking about me?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, this is the reality about this guy is he's got the biggest crush on me. If he saw me in person, he'd be like, dude, let's grab a pic, bro. Like, oh my gosh, I'm a big fan. Like, this dude probably grew up watching me wrestle and admired me. And now it's like he's on social media. He's got an Instagram account, so he thinks he can. But in reality, this guy loves me, man. He's one of my biggest fans. He talks about me more than almost anyone I've ever heard. Which, there's a lot of people talking a lot about me.
Yeah, who's he fighting?
Gerald Muir.
Oh, so that
Gerald's
you
my
train
boy.
with him?
Yeah, Gerald's my
How do you
guy.
think that's gonna go?
I don't know, man.
They both have good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I haven't watched that much film on him, but I think so. Gerald lost to Pfeiffer. I don't think Petrosky's that good, man. I think he kind of sucks, if I'm being honest. I watch him a lot. He got smoked by Bryan Battle, which Bryan Battle's a 170 with no jiu-jitsu.
I haven't heard of him.
And exactly. And he gets gassed out. He gets so tired in all of his fights. He doesn't impress me one bit. We'll see which Gerald shows up. Sometimes Gerald shows up and looks great. Sometimes he doesn't. So, but in reality, I don't care.
Yeah.
I like Gerald, so I would want Gerald to win.
Yeah.
But really, whatever happens. That dude is going to be irrelevant in 1 year. He's only relevant because he has a huge crush on me. That's the only reason anybody wants to interview him is because they want to hear him talk about how much he loves me.
Can't blame the guy.
No, man, look at me. I'm cute as hell.
Those glasses on.
And I can fight.
Just gotta get that. We just gotta get it cut so we can get,
Yeah, I look like a stray dog right now, if I'm being
we
honest.
gotta get shaped up. Okay, who else is on the card?
We'll skip to the main card. There's nothing else really except Chris Weidman's fighting Brad Tavares.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's been a couple.
I got Weidman.
Yeah, that's been a few years, huh?
I think 2 or 3 at least.
Yeah, I
Probably
was
3.
Scared for him for a minute.
I got Weidman, dude. I think Weidman's going to win.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I used to
he's
love-
underdog too.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to love watching him when I was a kid.
He was the best, man.
Yeah,
that
just
era of him coming up,
Long Island
smoking
strong.
those Brazilians, just America
Just
all
good old
day.
American boy.
I love that, man.
Classic wrestler.
He's the Yeah, that was one of the best eras. When he beat Anderson the first time,
Oh,
I remember watching it live.
me too.
Couldn't believe it. It was one of the most, for me, unbelievable sports moments because Anderson was just
Yeah.
mauling guy. He was killing everybody. And Weidman comes out there, NCAA wrestler,
Yeah.
knocks his ass out. Ah,
I was the only one rooting for him out of my brothers.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, they just love Silva?
They loved Silva, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And,
I was rooting for him 100%.
Yeah, he just hit him with that like little bit of back fist.
Clean.
Just slept.
Yeah, it's just poetic.
Yeah.
You love to see that.
And then second one, shatters
Shatters
his leg.
his leg.
Then it comes full circle. That was so weird.
Weird.
Very weird. There's
I don't know what to
there's
think
some
about
energy
that
there
either.
that wasn't dealt with.
There was.
If yes, Chris.
Definitely something. Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
it was weird.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I got Weidman.
Yeah, me too.
Who else?
Beautiful. Marlon Vera against Pedro Munoz.
Great fight.
Cheeto Vera?
Yeah.
Cheeto, yeah.
Dope. Yeah.
You know his real name is Marlon.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never hear that. Yeah, I definitely got Cheeto.
It's a good fight, man. It's a good fight.
I'll go Cheeto points.
I like that pick.
New guy on the block for Betr. Ian Garry against Neil Magny.
That's a cool fight.
I got Gary.
Yeah.
The question isn't not whether or not he's going to win. It's whether or not he's going to be that guy. So he's got to
agree
impress.
with
He's
that.
got to impress me.
He's right here. He needs to cross that threshold.
He needs to do something cool.
Because I agree with that. He's got the personality. He's got the skills. He's got the Irish fans. He's got a lot going for him. But I agree. That little push to the next level would be really cool
He's
to see.
cute as hell, bro. He's a good looking dude.
He's a cutie.
He's a cutie.
He's clean.
He's got a little baby face.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, man, to me, I mean, I think it's a formality that he wins. The only way I see him not winning is if he just something weird happens, he gasses out, which I don't see him gassing out, but I'm saying like maybe he almost gets a finish, gets really tired, something just weird, right? So I'm kind of discounting that. I'm more on the train of, does he go out and kind of outpoint him and win a decision? You know, he can do that and look really good, and I'll be impressed and be like, all right, maybe he's that guy. Or is he going to go out there and just put on a clinic and
Go for
mop
the kill.
him up? Yeah. To me, I hope he does.
Me too.
And then we'll see. But he's very talented and, you know,
Big guy, too, for the weight.
big for the weight. Stay at 70, bro.
Right when I said that, I was like,
Yeah. I'm like, you know,
all right, next.
The main event. Aljamain Sterling against Sean O'Malley.
It's a good fight.
Aljo.
I was impressed with Aljo against Cejudo.
I like Sean a lot, bro. I love Sean.
So do I.
I don't know, man. I think that he's so good for the sport that I almost want him to win, but Aljo's just good, dude.
Yeah, I feel similar. Aljo's got momentum, and he's kind of feeling it. He's staying active, and he looked really well-rounded against Cejudo. O'Malley impressed me against Peter Yan. I thought the hype was going to kind of stop there, but it didn't, and he's definitely improving, and he does bring a lot of eyes to the sport. He's entertaining, so I'm not counting O'Malley out.
No,
It's
you
just
can't count him out.
The safe bet.
You
would
cannot
be-
count him out.
Yeah.
Ever. I think that to me, it's just so hard to beat. To me, Aljamain is a legit world-class grappler. I think if you put Aljamain in a grappling competition against pretty much any 135 in the world, sport jiu-jitsu guys, I think he's going to be right in there with him. I think he's also very underrated wrestling. I think, yeah, he was Division 3?
Yeah.
But, you know,
Definitely
he's a
got it.
guy that probably could have been a Division 1
Yeah.
guy, you know.
He had a decent match against RBY.
Great match.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Like he
I think
freaking
he's got-
sick lateral drop on him.
Yeah, from training in Longo Weidman and training with Marab and those guys. I think he's just gotten like way better.
What does the coach say? Aljo, come on, Aljo. You gotta kill him, Aljo. Come on, you're killing him.
those Long
You're
Island
killing him,
boys.
Aljo. Yeah, bro, we gotta train with those guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to next
Yeah.
time.
Let's
I'm
go out there. Let's go out. They're in Long Island.
Yeah, let's go visit Uncle Phil and the fam.
Heck yeah, let's go.
Who hit me up? Gian Volante hit me up.
Oh
and
yeah,
said-
heavyweight.
Yeah, he said
he's
we
dope.
would come down there and train whenever.
Dude, that would be awesome. I'd love to train with Weidman and
Yeah.
him and Matt Sarah Longo,
Yep.
right? Dude,
Yeah.
yeah, let's do that.
They got a good crew.
Yeah, go hang with Shaq.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot to do down there.
Yeah, I feel like that's, you know, they're they fit our vibe. I've talked with Aljo a couple times.
Good
and
dudes.
Good dudes.
Salt
Just-
of the earth.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Couple Long Island.
Also,
boys.
my boy Matt Favola. I don't know if you.
Steamroller
Yeah.
for Bola.
Yep.
Let's
So
go. He's on a tear.
He's on a tear.
He's on a tear. He wants Patty.
Yep. Which I think would be awesome.
He would
for him.
maul Patty.
Yeah.
Everybody says, okay, so that would be a great fight. I do think you would beat Patty. I don't know why Patty wouldn't take that fight. It's a great fight for everybody.
Especially where they're both at.
Yeah, it makes sense. People like Favola. He's on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
All
Good
right.
personality.
Why is Patty not fighting anybody? He should fight. He should fight him.
Yeah, I think he was asking for. Favola was asking for that fight in MSG.
Been for a while.
Yeah.
Which November.
And
But
he's got a lot of New York fans, so it'd be huge.
Who's Patty trying to fight nowadays?
I haven't heard anything.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
I think he's just coming back from injury.
he had an injury.
Yeah.
Got it. What's up, y'all? Just want to let you guys know UFC 292 Betr has a new free-to-play game, Betr Picks. You're not even going to be doing anything other than picking just a few things. And first things first, Aljamain Sterling, more or less than 1.5 takedowns landed. What? More.
1.5.
He's going to more. More. Even if Sean
It's a 5-round fight.
yeah, there's no way he doesn't land more than 1.5 takedowns. Maybe they're thinking he's going to take him down, choke him out right away. Hammer over 1.5 takedowns. Number 2. This is a better question. Aljamain, Sean O'Malley, more or less than 3.5 rounds.
So I'm going Aljo sub if it doesn't. But points
I'm going over.
is realistic.
I think it's decision. I think it's going decision.
I'm going. I'll go with that.
Yeah. Over 3.5 rounds, Aljo, Sean O'Malley. Next, O'Malley, more or less than 55.5 strikes landed. More.
O'Malley.
55 strikes is nothing. That's 10 a round, 11 a round. I think he'll land a few on Aljamain.
Aljo likes to walk forward and
Yeah, he'll get in there.
too.
And O'Malley will touch him with a couple jabs on the way in.
Couple
Yeah,
leg
no
kicks.
doubt in my mind. 55.5 over. We're hammering over on everything so far. Weili Zhang, Amanda Lemos, more or less than 3.5 rounds.
That Amanda girl's kind of a dog, right? She's kind of a brute. But so is Zhang. I might go under on that.
On to number 4. Total finishes on the main card. KOs, subs, TKOs, more or less than 1.5. Dude, it's been a finish trend.
More
lately
than 1.5 finishes across the whole card.
on the main card. So out of 5 fights,
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'll go under. I'll go 1. I think there's going to be 1 finish.
Yeah.
This
This game is available in most states, so go download Betr and play free to play and win some money.
Last thing then we want to talk about was the Johnny Manziel documentary.
Dude, did you watch it? Oh, we watched it together.
I'm done, bro.
We watched it.
You got
You didn't finish it,
too much
bro.
going on.
You didn't
can't
finish
even-
it,
You can't
though.
even care about your boy.
You didn't finish it. You Irish goodbyed me.
You know what I do, bro. You know you hate it,
and I'll always
love
hate you
it.
for it. I'll always hate you for it. I'm happy you taught me, but I'll always
I
hate
did
you for
Irish goodbye you. The thing that you hate, that even Maddie hates, is okay when
There's 20 minutes
when a
left.
certain time hits. I don't care if there's 2 minutes left. I don't care if the credits are on. I don't care if what was that one movie we were watching where it was like literally about to get crazy. The
Yeah.
train movie.
Yeah.
And
Bullet Train.
I'm out.
Let's watch that again.
We should. And I'm out. And was there 10 minutes left of the documentary? Yes. But I also was getting a little depressed because Johnny Manziel's story is so sick, but
Yeah,
it
it
ends up
gets
being
sad.
super sad. And
It
I don't know
does.
where he's at right now with
No, he's
his
good.
with his growth and everything.
He's
but
chilling. He's good.
I don't know. It seems
was in-
like
What?
the scene.
You left and you
No, I
missed
know,
it.
but when they showed him like doing the actual documentary, he was still like smoking and
Oh,
drinking
he's
with
having a
his
good
boys.
time, bro. He's just having a beer here and there.
I don't know if you know that, but
I'm going with my gut.
no, but he looks like the man, and that is who we should have on the podcast.
Make it happen.
That
Better
would be
make
awesome.
it happen.
Johnny Manziel.
Yeah,
Draft day. Johnny Manziel.
story was amazing.
So good. Yeah. I loved it. I just loved the part that I loved was when he starts just going full savage mode, being like, I love the attitude. I don't really embody this at all, but I love the attitude of I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want and still whip your ass. Like I'm
It's definitely enticing.
like I eat pizza I drink soda.
Give me 6 weeks.
I hang out with chicks all day. Give me 6 weeks.
I got him.
I got him. Yeah, I love that, bro.
Yeah, but that the weird,
I
the funny
love
thing
that.
is that's Mayweather's line. But Mayweather doesn't drink. He
Doesn't
doesn't
do that.
smoke. He doesn't do like
But he does eat pizza and drink soda.
and
Hang out with chicks all day.
McDonald's.
And
yeah.
McDonald's.
So I don't know if that maybe doesn't affect you as much, but
I don't know. Maybe you can be a world-class boxer without doing anything right aside from training the way you should. Talking
And-
like eating, drinking, recovery, lifestyle.
yeah, and yeah,
Not drinking. I guess
he doesn't do the
he just
big
does
ones.
fast food.
Yeah.
He doesn't do alcohol. He doesn't do drugs.
Which I do think if food and females are his vices, you know, females can that's a whole slippery slope
Tell me
in
about
multiple ways. But food you can food you can you can make up for it a little
You're
bit.
saying a lot of things. You're like,
Because when I said that, you start giving me a weird look, and bro, just start
you
dying.
can't see me, dude. You don't know what
I
my
can
look
see
is.
you. I can see a little bit through those.
Okay, fine.
So this is the point that I thought was really interesting, the whole documentary, on how much money Johnny Manziel missed out on because of no NIL.
Johnny Manziel probably missed out on $100 million with no NIL.
At least.
That's absolutely atrocious.
At least.
The NCAA is a freaking slave trade, bro. It's BS. Even nowadays, it's not what it should be. But like,
least-
what am I gonna do? I'm not an activist. I'm not an NCAA.
I mean, you lost out on
athlete.
probably 10 mil.
Probably, yeah,
I
yeah,
probably could have made a couple mil my last year.
definitely. Yeah, man. I mean, and then who knows? I might have taken my COVID year. I didn't have one.
Money talks.
You did. You
I
could have
did.
transferred one of those years over to me.
I could have sold them. I had three of them.
Yeah, I think you still have one.
Yeah, probably.
You could have given that over to me. We could have run it back. 97 285.
Transfer over.
We're gonna wrestle for. What would be like a good team? Alabama started a wrestling team. It's
Sacred
just me and you.
Yeah.
They want to win. They want to have 2 national champions their first year. They just pay for me and you, and we just train with the football team and lift and eat, and then go wrestle.
Transform the school.
Yeah, we're the only 2 wrestlers on the team, and everything is private jet. It's steak and lobster. It's like they're spending the whole budget on us, on 2 guys. That would be sick,
But yeah, make that happen, Ronan. Get Johnny Manziel as our next guest.
dude. It's funny though. This is going to be interesting, to kind of add to this. But the series, the Full Swing series on Netflix, the golf one.
Yeah.
I met the producer, and we're talking about doing a show.
Really?
Yeah, so I have a couple ideas for it.
That's awesome.
So I've been approached by Flow, by Big Ten Network, and now by Netflix to do some type of documentary TV thing, and we'll see who's the highest bidder.
Yeah.
They got it. They all want me, so I'm not going to do it for free, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that was going to come eventually.
Yeah, so I've been in talks with them about some stuff.
That's cool.
It's in the works. Yeah, so I think it would be cool. I have a couple ideas. One, I think it would just be cool to take the content that we have from kind of me beginning my MMA career, the amateur fights, pro fights, your fight, all of our training up to this point, and then make that a little docu-series along with moving forward what we have going on. We could also just go back on a couple years, a couple big moments that we had. I think Penn State Ohio State duel, the NCAAs, our senior year, just running through everybody, all of that stuff. I think it would be, or maybe just all of those years, kind of from our freshman year through our senior year, get as much film footage as we can.
Yeah, that's crazy that hasn't been done yet.
We got to do it.
You got to do one that like backtracks, and then
Yeah.
obviously we'll have our own
Right.
MMA journey.
So kind of what I'm thinking is it would be cool to kind of get everybody together from our freshman class, and then just go through everything and like all the footage that we have.
do the interviews,
Talk
explaining
about everything. Because I wish we had more. We don't really
Yeah.
have any behind the scenes stuff.
it, which is crazy.
There maybe is some out there somewhere, but we can just talk about it. Talk about all the
Yeah, which
stuff
they
that
do,
went on.
like they do in the most of the Netflix stuff now.
Most of
It's
the
just
stuff.
like Johnny's talking about and then showing the footage of when it happened.
Yeah, they got a few, pick stuff here and there about him, signing all that and this and that.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be crazy. 4 national titles in 4 years, undefeated in duels. You know, a couple of those years are literally teams in the GOAT conversation. So many individuals that were just absolutely killing it. But it would be fun to get like me, you, Nolf, maybe Zane. I really just want guys from our class, the class above, the class below, right in that era. I feel like it would be killer.
That'd be awesome.
All right, y'all, make sure to like and subscribe. Nickals and Dimes podcast. Leave a 5-star review. If y'all got any questions, comments, things you want us to chat about, leave them in the comments. We'll get to them if they're good.